well. We have a very potent nor'easter that's set to come to the Atlantic region. It's going to be impacting eastern regions of Ontario as well as Quebec. Kasia Bodurka with you here with a look at the rainfall totals that we've already picked up for you in BC. Nothing too impressive at this point. What's more impressive is the amount of rain that's about to come. So we're already seeing it. It's already pushed in. Where you're seeing the deeper greens, of course, that's your heavier rain that's falling right now. These are current live radar returns. In the yellows as well, heavier amounts of rain as well. So Vancouver, I know a lot of you are getting soaked right now, but it's not only about the rain, it's about the winds as well. Some places have already seen hurricane force, category 2 hurricane force gusts. Solander Island, for instance. So we do have this wind warning that is in effect, and here we're going to do a little play-by-play through the overnight and what we're expecting. In the pink, that means you're looking at sustained winds of 60 and above. And of course, a lot of us are going to be vulnerable to that. Of course, more western portions of the island. Vancouver, you're going to be seeing some pretty gusty winds as well. And really, it's not going to be letting up for some time. Really, much of the week will be quite windy with all of these systems coming in. We still do have a rainfall warning in effect, that issued by Environment Canada because of the copious amounts of rain that we're set to come. So Vancouver itself, Vancouver proper, closer to the harbor, we're talking about anywhere between 30 and 60 millimeters of rain, but just a little to the north, to the west as well. So Metro Van really being impacted by 90 to 150 millimeters of rain. Same thing for you, western portions of the island. So just brace yourself for that. Through the overnight, we've got really mild temperatures though. This Pacific low, it's a very mild one as well. Even as you cross the Rockies, so 0 for you, Calgary, through the overnight, which is almost unheard of really, because we're typically at about minus 13 through the overnight hours in these areas. So it's going to be a mild one on tap yet again because of the Chinook winds. We've got Tuesday morning temperatures nice and comfortable, 2 degrees for you in Calgary, and it continues to rain. Just assume it's going to rain for the next few days for you. We've got still 5 to 10 centimeters of snow for some of you, the closer you are to the Ontario-Quebec border. So this is the main target. This is going to be through your Tuesday afternoon. So it's happening now. We're seeing it on radar as well. But to the south, it's more of a rain-snow mix story through the overnight for us, for southern Ontario. And the good news, too, for you, that this is actually dissipating, this cold front to the north. So it's just maybe 1 or 2 millimeters of this active weather through the overnight hours. Still seeing a little bit of that mixing, though, on your Tuesday morning for your Tuesday morning commute. But I need to give you the heads up. Your Wednesday evening commute for southern Ontario, the most populated area of the country. This could be a big problem because we are looking at a good amount of snow. Right now, models are suggesting 5 to 10 centimeters of snow. It could be more, though, because the American model is suggesting heavier amounts. Okay, so it looks like this on your Tuesday morning. For you in Quebec, south of the St. Lawrence, so the eastern townships, we do have a winter storm watch. What this is for is this nor'easter, this powerful nor'easter. It's going to be potent. It's going to be bringing us heavy, wet snow, that back-breaking kind of snow, and then also possibility of freezing rain, the possibility of ice pellets as well, because temperatures are going to be hovering around that freezing mark in that area. Picking up 15 to even 25 centimeters of snow through those areas. 5 to 15 for you in Montreal. This is your Tuesday through Wednesday, but it's going to keep going, and it's going to keep going. So heavier amounts of snow on tap for these areas. A calm day, though, all in all, a calm overnight. The proverbial calm before the storm, really. Have a look at your temperature values through the overnight hours. Nothing completely out of the ordinary. Seeing a little bit of light snow showers for some places Tuesday morning. Temperature is at about -1 for you in Halifax. But then your temperatures are actually going to be boosting up when this nor'easter arrives. It's going to be a rain event for you. And of course, we'll have more about this nor'easter. So how much rain have we picked up? Heavier amounts than what we're looking at here really in this graphic. I mean, 2 millimeters of, no, I know we picked up more than 2 millimeters of rain in Vancouver. This was, by the way, as of 8 a.m. today. All this to say it's only just begun and more rain to come. It's happening now and it's going to be continuing for some time. And the same thing goes for the wind situation. We do have a wind warning. Areas marked in yellow. Winds in excess of 100 These are your gusts. Sustained winds closer to 60, between 60 and 80 for some places. But you know who you are. If you are in fact vulnerable to these kind of winds, Whistler, you're just on the cusp of that warning. Vancouver, you're not in it, though we're not ruling bring out very strong winds for you as well. So having a look at the pinks, keep your eyes on the pink here. Through the overnight hours, we're looking at 60K and above sustained winds, and that means your gusts are closer to 100, like I mentioned, up and down the island, and then it's going to be revamping again. We're looking at gusty conditions yet again into your Wednesday morning, so it'll subside a little bit, then pick up a little bit, subside a little bit. I don't want to be a broken record, but it's just going to be system after system, and that's the nature of things, right? We do have a rainfall warning for you in Vancouver, not a wind warning, but a rainfall warning, and here's why. Some places will be picking up over 150 millimeters of rain. Mainly North Vancouver all the way through to Squamish. Areas in the red, that's where you really want to take a look. Closer, obviously, to coastal regions, to Fino, Estevan Point, Solander Island, where, by the way, we saw peak wind gust of over 150K, Category 2 hurricane wind gust just today, earlier. Where I'm heading, by the way, tomorrow to cover all this snow that's set to come to the region. Not as a result of this system, but the energy from this system, it's actually going to feed into a nor'easter that's moving in, and it's going to be retrograding and bringing us a lot of snow to eastern regions of Ontario, Kingston, and to the east, to the mouth of the St. Lawrence. But for now, through tonight into your Tuesday afternoon, we've got 5 to 10 centimeters of snow still set to come to northern Ontario, Quebec border as well. Same low pressure system. This is a clipper system, is zipped across the country super fast. This is going to be bringing us a rain snow mix to southern Ontario in the pinks through the overnight, not heavy amounts. Just a heads up, though, could be slick out there through the overnight into tomorrow morning's commute. We are talking about a good 6 million people out there trying to get to their jobs, and we have a rain snow mix on tap. A little bit further to southwestern Ontario, it's more of a snowfall story. Same thing goes for you in Hamilton, where temperatures, though, are going to be hovering around that freezing mark. Now, getting closer to the mouth of the St. Lawrence and the eastern townships, we do have a winter storm watch. The ingredients are set in place. We're looking at the possibility of copious amounts of snow, and then a rain snow mix, also some freezing rain and ice pellets. The whole gamut is set to come to this region with this nor'easter. Let's go further east now to Halifax, where we have high pressure dominating, and that too is about to change. But guess what? We're actually boosting up quite nicely, and because of that, well, we've got daytime highs of about 8 on tap in the next on your Wednesday, by the way, for you in Halifax, and because of that, we have rain falling. But this is only until your Wednesday morning. This graphic depicting how much rain we're picking up, 20 to 40 mils in the heaviest amounts, heaviest hit areas, but it's going to be continuing for some time, so more than that. Here's a look at your freezing rain warning that we have in effect for Fredericton all the way through to Doakton. This is for your Tuesday, and we have more on this coming up.